We are just about to arrive at, well, you're gonna find out, but we're in a little town called Barga. It looks beautiful. It has a piazza. I'll give you guys a view later because we need to get to this appointment. But if you guys remember from one of my videos, I went in the area that I'm at right now, kind of the Garfagnana, and I was with Faye and in her beautiful town, and we were doing some screen printing, and those are now the cushions for the chairs in my kitchen. They're beautiful, and thanks to her and all of her advice and very good teaching. But I really liked this area. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Wait till you guys see it. I really loved this area, and something caught my eye online, and I just thought it'd be fun to come here and look at something. This is the wall around the town of Barga. We are gonna head in there, but first, something exciting. We are here visiting Roy, who owns housesintuscany.com. He's Scottish. Apparently there's quite a big Scottish population here. Anyway, we are heading up to see something exciting. Surprise, we are visiting a lovely farmhouse near Lucca, and it has a lot of acres, olive trees, vineyards. They're doing some maintenance behind me, but I don't know. One day we might just look at, I don't know, always keeping my little Italian house, but I have a lot of children, and then, you know, maybe having something like this one day, a big farmhouse. Anyway, we thought we'd check it out. This is the kitchen. There's a lot I would want to do with it, but there's the original bread oven, and you have original beams here. So, but again, this is this could be a project. Could be a project. Look at your views are amazing. I think this could be something. I would redo this entire kitchen. Apart from obviously keeping the original features. And then you walk into here, and right now, by the way, they rent it out. So it is like a holiday rental, and there are people here cleaning. So we are being very careful on not making a mess, but look at that lovely fireplace there. And again, let's look up original beams. I could definitely, oh yeah. Look, and this reminds me of my little Italian house, the exposed stone. Similar stairs, although I painted mine black and have a runner up mine. So you guys, I've been using Odoo to build my Julie in Italy website, and something really lovely has come out of it that I actually wasn't expecting, and that is that I have started blogging again. And I just wrote my very first post, and it was such a wonderful experience that it reminded me how good it feels just to take a moment, slow down, and write about the things that you love. So for me, that's of course Italian food, markets, obviously, little like design discoveries, and all the beautiful things I'm learning over here in Italy. But for you, it might be something entirely different, and that is the magic. Odoo's website app makes it so easy, you guys. I just clicked new blog post and everything was right there. Drag and drop text, images, buttons, whatever you like. I didn't need to know a single thing about coding, thank goodness. I was able to customize everything by adding a few photos from a trip to the Lucca market, me hanging pictures, and wrote up the story about why Italian flea markets are my favorite kind of treasure hunt within minutes. And the best part, the blog is part of the website app, which is part of their first app free for life offer. So even if you're just starting out, you can play, you can explore, you can grow at your own pace. Hosting and support are included, which is very rare, you guys. You even get a free custom domain for 1 year. So if you have been itching to write again, whether it's to share your recipes or travel stories or vintage finds, Odoo is the perfect place to start. It's a creative project that's become a really meaningful part of my week, and I hope you'll try it out too. Just check out the link in the description and head to Odoo to see where it takes you. Now I'm heading back to blogging. Coming up now to the first floor. I think there's like 4 or 5 bedrooms. And let's see, there's a loo in here. Nice terracotta. They have just told me that if you look up above, I thought what they were original, but the person who owns this is a geometer himself, and so he's put in all of these timber beams and the terracotta that you can see. So it's done properly, very properly. And what I do like is not only this bedroom, but they have what I have in my little Italian house, which I did in the kitchen, which is the finto battiscopa, which is like the fake skirting. When I say fake, it's just been painted on. And lovely views out here. I do quite like this paint color. So you can see some great views here. It's a bit misty today. Now, anyway, there's a lot I could do in here, especially at Deborah and PG's flea market. Lovely bedroom in here. Really big and spacious. And again, this is pretty spectacular. Okay, now I've seen that. Let's head up. Oh wait. Oh, here's just, this could be something. You could make this into maybe like a sitting room area for the 2 bedrooms. Out back. Yep, I can hear bells, and you know me and bells. So pretty, even in the rain. Okay, let's head up one more to here. Now, these stairs, what I would do is what I did in my house. I would put a runner on these for sure. Definitely a runner. And I think this is identical to what we just saw downstairs. It is literally identical, the exact same shower bathroom, closet in there. Even better views only because you're a higher up. Wow. I mean, just pretty spectacular. And I love the way the ceiling slants down. But again, oh, look at, they don't have the finto battiscopa here. They actually have real battiscopa. Again, you could make this into lovely sitting room and, oops, here we go. I mean, big bedrooms, very big bedrooms. Anyway, it gives us an idea of future thinking. Again, don't worry everybody, I'm always going to keep my little Italian house. This is just in the future, 5, 10 years from now, I thought it'd be fun to view and just to give myself an idea of what is possible. This is one of the outbuildings, now kind of the pool house. There's the pool there. But this section here used to be the piggery. So you can see where the troughs used to be. Oh my gosh, this place is out of control dynamite. I'm in love already. Down from the pool house, all these trees, well, the most of them are castagna trees, so chestnut trees, and one of the outbuildings was where they would basically take the chestnuts and make them into flour, which we're going to be looking at in a second. But this is the side view of the pool house, and I'm going to take you inside. But there's a lovely terrace here. Fantastic terrace. Great. Looking out there. Look at the view. Kitchenette. I mean, you could do a lot with this, but for a pool house, it's quite nice to have some kitchen there. And then, of course, looks to be up here, a loft space. Yep. Bedroom. Fantastic. Again, this is pretty much done. Look at, whoa, loving these timber beams here. And just even the detail on this window here, isn't it just fantastic? I could really furnish this lovely. I'd probably do something else with that staircase there. But anyway, this is absolutely fantastic. And it's just the pool house. The beeping noise that you hear is, I think, from an alarm in like a refrigerator in the kitchen. Anyway, we are now upstairs in the main house, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms. And I have to say, the Kota is unbelievable. It's everywhere. Views are spectacular. The great, timber beams up above, fantastic. I'm just assuming that these are probably castagna. I'm sure they are chestnut. Doors are nice. It's definitely not something, the floors can stay, maybe even not even having to repaint. It would be more of a furnishing, I think, type of project. And curtains paint. And what? And paint. And paint. But yes, but it is lovely. Let's just check out a couple of the other rooms. And I think it's 10 hectares, which is around 25 acres. But again, above, down below, your starting point is pretty strong in a place like this. Yeah, and the sitting room down below, which I'll go and show you guys right now, is enormous. Wow, but the flooring is what gets me. Wow, it's just perfect. Really, really perfect. And then one bathroom up here. I'd have to redo the bathroom, I think. So it's a big bathroom, but I'd have to redo the whole bathroom. I can't have this, but I like it. That's just me. Don't you think so? Redo the bathroom. Okay, that's it. I'm good at bathrooms. This is the other outbuilding, and this is where they would dry chestnuts. So again, this is my dream right here, because there's a lot you could do with this, but the beams have all been reinforced. You've got the original stone walls, and he's just explained that through these cobwebs, the chestnuts would come through that window there, and there would be slats up there, and the chestnuts would live up there for a couple months. And here's where the fire would be, the fire would happen here, and the fire would then dry the chestnuts over that period. And that was the original way to do it. And then of course you're making the chestnut flour, but you can see even up here a bit of, burning from the fire itself. So it would get very, very warm, and that's how they would, even against the wall there, you can see it's blackened from the fire that would originally had been here to dry the chestnuts. But what an incredible space. You could do something quite magical here. I've just entered Barga after seeing 2 lovely houses. Just again, dreaming. And yeah, I'm thinking a lot here. Lovely. I'm now in Barga. So you can see, I've just traveled down there through the gate. And this looks lovely. Look at, oh my God. I have no idea where I'm going, by the way. Okay. Okay, Barga is lovely. Oh my gosh, we're gonna try to eat here. Look at, oh my gosh. What a wonderful afternoon spent in Barga. If you've never been to this town, do come and visit. Wow, completely unspoiled. Kind of reminds me a bit of Lucca. So very, tiny, narrow streets winding through several piazzas, delicious food, lots of restaurants, but very quiet, not touristic at all, apart from me. And what a fun day we've had just looking at these farmhouses, because of course this is a dream of mine. I'm never going to sell my little Italian house, don't get me wrong, but I am always looking for that next project. If you know me and you watch our other channel, Mapperton Live, you know that I've helped renovate 2 cottages recently. Well, a cottage and a farmhouse, I should say. So I'm always looking for my next one. Could it be Italy? I don't know, but they weren't quite right, only because they were too done, like as in, I want a place that I need to rip out walls, or I need to put in new flooring, or I felt like both of them were more of a redecoration rather than a restoration. So I'll still be on the lookout. And again, it's just a dream of mine. For now, I'm just so happy to be heading back to my little Italian house, and will always be happy to head back there. But, it's always nice to dream, and I love Italy so much. So farmhouse would be wonderful as well. Good morning. It is Tuesday, which means it's market day. So I've been lucky enough to be here for the antiques market, which sadly I didn't find anything, but also for the regular Tuesday market. I need to buy some fruit, I'm gonna buy some veg, probably some fish, cheese, I'm gonna buy it all. And it should be a big one, because usually in the summers, they're much bigger than they are when you're here during wintertime, which makes sense. I might even find some clothing, which I'm looking at right now, and looks very, very good. This is all from her garden. This is incredible, all from her garden, and she makes her own cheese. One of my favorite vendors to go to. Wow. One of my favorite things to do here when I'm here at my little Italian house. You can see I have 2 bags full, and the place where you saw all the pomodori, I love going to that stall. It's just off the piazza, and everything is homegrown, and she has her own restaurant, so she's open every day for lunch. I'm going to try that, and she's open on Friday and Saturdays for dinner, but everything there is from her farm. I mean, it's amazing. So I got peaches, tomatoes, the zucchini. I got a white melanzane, so a white aubergine. I don't know, I'm gonna cook with it. Sounds really good. She says it's delicious. I trust her. And yeah, it's so much fun. And then I did get some tonno from the fish man. So some fresh, the tuna looked incredible. And that is the start of my morning so far. Welcome back, everybody, to the Pretend Italian Cooking Show. I'm Julie Montague, and tonight is a made-up recipe, a white aubergine or eggplant. Also, oh my gosh, I love the flowered zucchini here. A fantastic amount, probably too much, of ricotta. Some beautiful olives that actually aren't from Italy. I brought these from France. Passata di pomodoro, which is a red sauce, a tomato sauce. It's already been done for me. Did get this one in Italy. Need to get on the apron. I do really like my dress. Found this in a shop in the south of France on the sale rack, 10 euros. This is gonna be the big pot for the aubergine and the courgette. This will be for the red sauce. This will be for when I put it in the oven, which is warming up. Oh, wrong one. Let's put some delicious olive oil in. Yep, that's what it says. Once these get done, then I'm gonna start to stack them into here. I bought some basilico from her as well. I'm having to do this batch by batch, as you can see. And then I've started to put the olives because that's going to mix with the red sauce. I've done my first layer. So everything gets layered and then you repeat and then layer, repeat. There we go, whoa. Okay, yeah, ouch. Let's add in some more aubergine here. Ooh, yeah, because we can start another layer soon. Sorry, my fingers are clean. Here we go. Right, that's my first layer. Now I've got to put some, got to make the red sauce. It's waiting for olives and some basil. Okay, not opening. Okay, I haven't turned nice, beautiful red sauce here. Let's get some of this in there as well. I probably should have fried that. I should have, that's okay. Before we started, but we'll get this nice and warm. Put some ricotta, like little, just like bits. Oh, delicious. Lots of basilico. And then I'm gonna tear it up, put it into the red sauce. You can never have too much of this. This is warming up, the red sauce. Just like gently tearing it in. I mean, I've got an oven on, flames going here on the stove. I'm sweating trying to get that jar open. Start of the second layer. Yes, you can see this is like, wow. Ready, yeah, nice. Okay, looking delicious, okay? Now, this is what it looks like. I think it's delicious. We'll just do that like a tiny bit, you know. While this is in the oven, I've got some delicious tomatoes that I bought from the wonderful lady today. And if you've watched some of my previous Pretend Italian cooking shows, you would have seen that I made a wonderful bruschetta in the past. And that is what I'm going to make tonight for a starter. It's done, it's bubbling a bit. The ricotta has gotten, you know, a bit brown on the edges. It's gonna be good when it mixed up. It's so hot, I don't think I'm gonna be able to try it on camera, but I know it's going to be good. While this was in the oven, I made the bruschetta, and I will try that. It's multicolored tomatoes here. That is so good. This is gonna be excellent. But first we're gonna dig into the bruschetta and then have this creation, sort of melanzane something or another. Thanks everybody, hope you enjoyed this. And be sure to like, subscribe, turn notifications on. Thank you once again for watching this video and being part of the Pretend Italian cooking show. I hope you love it as much as I love making these recipes. Bye everybody.